Welcome back to Lattin for the second game of the day. It's the showpiece final. It's the Tipperary Ladies Football Senior County Final, sponsored by Comida, between Borus and Aherlow. Borus just after doing the warm-up to come back into the dressing room for a couple of minutes. We'll take a rundown through the teams. We'll start with Borus. And Borus goal selected. In goal, Nora Noonan. The full back line, Annette Meany, Laura Morrissey, Nikki Gilmore. The half back line, Marie Claire Murphy, Jen Grant and Shauna Lang. Emer Myers and Clino Dwyer centre of the field. Half forward line, Quiva Ryan, Maureen Murphy and Quiva Condon. Kit Martin, Mairead Morrissey and Tricia Hickey will captain the team, back from injury, missed out in the semi-final. That's the Borus team, and we'll take a look at Aherlow. Aherlow go with Emer McCarthy in goal, Grania Condon, Bree Condon and Grania Blackburn in the full back line. Laura Avery, who captained the team, Caitlin Kennedy and Kate O'Mara. Siobhan Condon and Anna Rose Kennedy at the centre of the field. Half forward line is Marie Condon, Ciara McCarthy and Sarah Morrissey. Emer Luby, Emma Morrissey, who scored 10 points in the semi-final, and Ashley Ryan make up the full forward line. So just waiting on Borus. They're back out in the field now, so should be ready to go any minute. Just looking at Aherlow are just going through their final preparations down the corner there, and a few words there from Stuart Maloney. Promised to be a great game. Aherlow got over their semi-final, winning by 1 point in a titanic battle with Mile Rovers, and Borus, of course, beat Care in extra time at the Reigning County Champions by 5 points. Came back from an early goal by Anne-Marie O'Gorman that day at the start of extra time to win out there, and Clino Dwyer, the county star, really came into her own. Referee is Johnny Murphy. He's calling in Laura Avery and Tricia Hickey for the toss. We're going to see which way this goes. There's not a whole pile of wind here today. Conditions are perfect. There's a bit of a sun down into the goal at the scoreboard end and the dressing room end. So just see what way the toss goes there. Tricia Hickey has won the toss, and it looks like the Borus have elected to play from right to left as you look on your screen. Huge crowd in here today. The stand is full. Plenty of people up along the sideline as well. So Galtee Rovers have won out in the intermediate game, beating Finnan. And hopefully we're in for a great game of football here today. Be interesting to see with Borus if they leave Mairead Morrissey and Tricia Hickey inside the full forward line, and maybe bring Kit Martin out around the middle of the field. She has been playing around the centre of the field or wing forward all year. She's a great carrier of the ball, and I suppose it's the same on the Aherlow team. Leaving Emma Morrissey and maybe Ashley Ryan inside. They've been making changes and interchanging all year, so it's going to be interesting to see what way that goes. Sarah Morrissey, she has been known to come out around the middle of the field, and Bree Condon had been playing the half-back line, but she went back full back the last day to curb the influence of Gillian O'Brien for Mile Rovers, and Caitlin Kennedy, who had been injured during the year, back playing centre back, and Anna Rose, her sister, centre of the field. Another one back from a serious injury. She had a great 3 hamstring tear during the year, up in training with Tipperary. So this is going to be interesting now to see what way it goes. Aherlow are moving into their positions. Borus are still talking on the far side, and just seeing what way they go. Caitlin Kennedy looks like she's going to go to midfield from the start. maybe that's just for the throw, and Siobhan Condon will come out. These teams met, of course, in the league final, and Brian Borus won out fairly convincingly that evening, but it's a completely different team that we have for Aherlow today. Like, Aherlow were missing a lot of players that evening, and then the first round of the championship, they were beaten fairly convincingly against Care, but they were missing 9 players that evening, so any team, no matter what quality they are going to struggle. So just looking, Clino the Wire seems to have come to wing forward for Brian Borus. Gráinne Blackburn is out on the wing for Aherlow. So, there's an early change on the Brian Borus team as well. Just see. And we're underway. Straight away the ball is breaking loose, but it's Anna Rose Kennedy going back to retrieve it. Gives it off there to Kate O'Mara. O'Mara comes forward, beats the tackle of Emer Miles. Back to Anna Rose Kennedy. Caitlin Kennedy going forward. Back to Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy going in, chased down by Helen Burke. Gives it inside. There's a chance here for Sarah Morrissey straight away. And Aherlow are in front with 30 seconds on the clock. Sarah Morrissey with the score. Kick out taken straight down the middle, picked up by Clino the Wire. She's coming forward. Gives it off there to Jen Grant. On there to Shona Lang. Lang back to Grant. Grant trying to find Mairead Morrissey inside. Morrissey has it. She's facing Bree Condon. Takes on Condon. Tries to give it across inside, but it's picked up by Kate O'Mara. O'Mara started lively, but just as I say, she loses it under pressure. And chance here now for Quiva Condon. Condon making the angle. This one goes away wide. Kick out goes to the far side towards Laura Ivory. Ivory coming forward, facing Shannon Morrissey. Another late change there as well. I see Shannon Morrissey in. Laura Ivory coming forward. Plays it back there to Siobhan Condon onto Marie Condon. Condon up over halfway. She was fouled there by Clino the Wire. Free taken quickly, and Bree Condon comes forward, gives it off there to Anna Rose Kennedy onto Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey put the high ball in towards Emma Morrissey. Emma Morrissey was being held there by Laura Morrissey, and it's a free in, and there's a chance here for Emma Morrissey to open her account. As we said, 10 points in the semi-final, 7 from frees. So Brian Borus will ill afford to be able to give frees and scoring positions, because Emma Morrissey, one of the best free takers, not only in the county but in the country. And this has gone, and just as I said, I put the mockers on her, she's put that wide. Nora Noonan takes the kick out, goes long. Picked up by Shona Lang. Puts it down there towards Maureen Murphy. Helen Burke coming forward. Helen Burke is fouled. Emer Miles looking for runners inside Mairead Morrissey, and made a run. Ball bounces off her knees. Picked up there by Kit Martin. Martin giving it back to Mairead Morrissey. Jen Grant is on her shoulder, and Grant has it. Grant giving it off to Clino the Wire, held up by Caitlin Kennedy. Johnny Murphy has the hand up. Clean out the wire, plays away. Gives it back there to Murray Murphy, but there was nothing coming of it, so the referee calls it back for the free. Clean over the wire is going to take it. She goes low to Murray Morrissey, gets it back. Clean out the wire, making an angle for herself. And it's just gone wide, it's second wide there for Brian Borus. Kick out taking this side towards Siobhan Condon. Condon going down the line. And it's Marie Condon taking on Shona Lang, goes down towards Emma Morrissey. Morrissey lets the ball run inside her and Morrissey has it. She's going forward, taking on Laura Morrissey. She's still going. She's looking for somebody now. Ball goes in towards Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey trying to get around Nora Noonan. She's been held up. Gives it back there. Emma Morrissey has it. Oh, good block down by Jen Grant. It's a combination of Jen Bryant and Laura Morrissey. It comes out here to Shona Lang. Lang gives it off there to Kit Merton. Or to Emer Miles, sorry. Miles puts it down towards Quiva Condon. Condon taking on Laura Ivory. She's still going. Needs support now. Gives it back to Kit Merton. Merton going forward. Clean out the wires, made a good run. Ball breaks loose. But Clean out the wire was fouled. And there's a chance here to level it up. Clean out the wire is going to take it herself. And Clean out the wire puts it over the bar. And the sides are level. Just over 6 minutes on the clock. Eamon McCarthy is going to take the kick out. McCarthy goes long down this side. Go on to Blackburn, the bounce better, and Kit Martin has it. Giving it off to Shona Lang. Lang coming forward. Facing Marie Condon, gives it off to Clean out the wire. But the wire started very lively in this game, and the wire kicks it, and the wire puts it over the bar, and it's her second score. And Brian Borus hit the front for the first time. Eamon McCarthy goes down the far side towards Kate O'Mara. Take it on Helen Burke, gets outside her, gives it off there to Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy coming forward, trying to find Emma Morrissey, but that ball just seems to get away from her, but Morrissey manages to retrieve it. She's got inside Laura Morrissey. She's been held up, trying to make an angle for herself. Ball comes back and it's Sarah Morrissey that'll have a pop. That ball is held up and Annette Meany keeps it in play. She's trying to come out, facing Aisling Ryan, gives it off to Jen Grant. Grant onto Clean out the wire, and Annette Meany continues her run at the outside of the boot, trying to find Kit Martin. Ball breaks loose. Kieran McCarthy was fouled. Siobhan Condon gives it across to Marie Condon, lets it off, and it's back here now with Anna Rose Kennedy. Oh, and she's going through. Oh, great save! Great save by Laura Noonan. Referee had the arm up, but he's going to come back for the free. But a super save. Emma Mercy with the free. And Emma Mercy puts it over the bar for her first score. Nine minutes gone and the sides are level at 2 points apiece. Nora Noonan kicks it down this side towards Emer Miles. Miles gives it off and there's a hand in there, but ball goes loose and it's Shauna Lang. Ball comes back to Emer Miles again. Miles trying to break forward. She's been held up by Nora Condon, and Jen Grant gives it over the far side of the field. Kate O'Mara trying to get onto it. Ball breaks and it's Marie-Claire Murphy off to Helen Burke. Burke puts it down into the corner. Gráinne Condon trying to come forward. Gives it off into the centre. Ciara McCarthy now coming forward. Giving it off there to Breed Condon. Condon under pressure there from Maureen Murphy and one back by Cliona Dwyer. Gives it off to Nikki Gilmore. Gilmore on to Maureen Murphy. Murphy still going forward under pressure from Caitlin Kennedy. Jen Grant all the way up from centre back. She finds Caoimhe Condon. Condon taking on Laura Ivory. Still going. Gives it off inside. Oh, Cliona Dwyer's made a super run. And it comes off the upright. Oh, she tried to dink it over the keeper. And it comes off the angle of post and crossbar. And cheeky little dink there by Cliona Dwyer. Spotted Emer McCarthy off the line. And referee stopped play. I think Laura Ivory it is that's loose or that's on the ground. Seems to be holding her arm. Laura Ivory, one of the Aherlow players that's been in the wars all year now. They've really struggled with injuries at times. Laura Ivory is back up on her feet and still just making sure she's alright. She seems to be okay. Kick taken short towards Brie Condon, but it breaks loose. And it's Mairead Morrissey that has it back, gives it to Emer Miles. Off there to Caoimhe Condon. Condon still going forward, lets it off. Maureen Murphy, Cliona Dwyer, sorry. Dwyer giving it off. Ball is out here with Mairead Morrissey, under pressure from Caitlin Kennedy. And Jen Grant has made a burst forward and there's a chance. The ball is in the net, it's a goal, it's Shannon Morrissey. Brian Borus strike first in the 13th minute. Super work there from Cliona Dwyer and Jen Grant. She's moving up the whole time from that centre back position and Shannon Morrissey was the one to finish it. Back with the player, Shauna Lang coming forward. And tackle came in from Manny Rose Kennedy. Emer Miles takes the kick over there to Tipp. Martin taking on Gráinne Blackburn. She took too much out of it. It's a free out and Aherlow look to move up the field here now. Siobhan Condon takes the kick over towards Mara Condon on the far side of the field. Marie Condon, sorry. Siobhan Condon here looking for options. Goes back to Marie Condon with a long ball in. But Jen Grant is back there to pick up the pieces. Gives a low ball to Laura Morrissey and Nicky Gilmore, and Morrissey and Grant continue their runs. It's over on the far side of the field. It's going down towards Shannon Morrissey, the goal scorer. Ball goes loose. They're battling for it on the ground. Who's going to come out with it? And the referee has given a free, and it's a Aherlow free. Kate O'Mara coming forward now. O'Mara still going. Gives it off to Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey coming forward. Giving it back to Aisling Ryan. Back to Kate O'Mara. On to Emma Morrissey. Trying to find a better angle for herself. Morrissey just biding her time. And Kate O'Mara facing Annette Meany. O'Mara kicks it. And O'Mara puts it over the bar for a great score. And her first of the day, and it's back to 2 points again. Nora Noonan with the kick out, goes down this side. Condon there from Marie Condon. But it's Shona Lang. Lang is fouled. He's going to pause it for the water break. It's 1-2 to 3 points in favour of Brian Borus. Shannon Morrissey's goal, the difference at the minute. Clean out the wire with 2 points, one from play, one from a free. And Aherlow with 3 different scorers. It's Sarah Morrissey, Emma Morrissey and Kate O'Mara. Not between them at the moment. Both teams coming back out in the field there to resume with a free down in this bottom corner for Brian Borus. Jen Grant is coming over to take the free. Helen Burke coming forward, giving it off to Maureen Murphy. Good ball in towards Maria Morrissey, but it's blocked out and Bree Condon comes forward, gives it off to Caitlin Kennedy. Kennedy with a burst of speed coming through the centre. Giving it off inside and it's Aisling Ryan. Goes down Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey gives it off there to Siobhan Condon. Sarah Morrissey has continued her run and Morrissey is a chance here. She punts it forward but it's gone across the goal and it's gone wide. Laura Noonan takes the kick out but it's intercepted by Kate O'Mara. O'Mara already scored 1 point, gives it off inside to Sarah Morrissey, back to Emma Morrissey. She's looking for options. Giving it back there to Marie Condon, ball ends up on the ground. We battle for possession but the referee's going to throw it in. No, he's giving a free in. And it's Emma Morrissey has a chance now to close the gap to the bare minimum. Morrissey kicks this one and that's gone over the bar. Her second and there's a 1 point game. Nothing between the teams. Kick taken out and it's Grania Blackburn to come onto it. Ball comes into the centre here to Anna Rose Kennedy. Gives it off to Marie Condon. Condon being held up there by Kit Martin. Gives it on to the Russian Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy has space here, she stays going. Jen Grant puts the pressure on. Kennedy still has it, gives it back to Emma Morrissey. Morrissey taking on Emer Miles. Miles is holding her up. Referee has the arm up and it's a free in. Emma Morrissey with a chance to put the sights in level terms. She kicks it over the bar. Sides are level. Emma Morrissey's third point. Nora Noonan will take the kick out. Straight down this side of the field, but brilliantly taken by Anna Rose Kennedy. Off to Laura Ivory, on to Aisling Ryan. Ryan being held up, giving it back. Here's a chance for Siobhan Condon, but Condon completely miscues the effort and it goes well wide. Nora Noonan takes the kick out down towards Quiva Condon and pushed there by Laura Ivory. Jen Grant takes the free. Kate O'Mara comes onto it. O'Mara is fouled. She's playing well. Denny O'Shea going in, just checking on her well-being. And Rose Kennedy takes the free. Ball has gone loose, and it's Marie-Claire Murphy gives it off there to Cueva Condon. Emer Miles coming forward. And Miles, she'd been fouled originally. Jen Grant gives it across there to Shona Lang. Lang under pressure there from Mara Condon. Cueva Condon gives it back to Jen Grant. Puts it across the middle where Marie-Claire Murphy was loose. Mairead Morrissey now coming forward. Ball ends up in the ground. Morrissey has it again. Take it on Brie Condon. Gives it out to Nikki Gilmore. She's a long way from her corner back position. And Caitlin Kennedy coming out. Caitlin Kennedy was fouled. Caitlin Kennedy takes it free herself. And she gets it back. And now she finds Laura Ivory in the middle of the field. And Gráinne Blackburn. She's under pressure. And it's picked up there by Shannon Morrissey. Morrissey under pressure from Mara Condon. Condon wins it back. Condon onto Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy going forward. Shannon Morrissey trying to close it down but not able. Aisling Ryan onto Emma Morrissey. Morrissey she's trying to do it all herself. She needs support. Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy being patient. Gives it back. Emer Luby. Siobhan Condon, and Condon kicks wild, and that's another wide. It's a fourth wide for Aherlow. Kick goes over the far side towards Shona Lang. She's under pressure from Mara Condon. Condon ends up on the ground, but Lang comes out with it. Off to Nikki Gilmore. And Gilmore again goes long. Caitlin Kennedy is there to pick it up. Gives it back to Emma Morrissey. Morrissey will come forward with this. She's still going. Gives it on to Ciara McCarthy. McCarthy going forward. On to Sarah Morrissey. Ciara McCarthy continued her run. McCarthy, oh, great block down. It was a great block down there by Laura Morrissey, and the ball came back to Emma Morrissey, and it went wide, and it's another wide for Aherlow. Nora Noonan takes the kick out, goes long this side of the field. That Shona Lang has it. Lang facing Laura Ivory, gets past her, and it's Cueva Condon. Condon into the centre to Jen Grant. Maureen Murphy coming forward, giving it off to Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey looking for options, and Clino Dwyer gives her that option, but she couldn't take it first time. We managed to get it back to Mairead Morrissey. kick comes in from Shannon Morrissey, and Morrissey puts it over the bar. Shannon Morrissey has scored a goal in the point now. Kick out taken quickly to Siobhan Condon. Condon coming forward. Facing clean over the wire. Turning her inside out, and the wire still managed to keep the pressure on, but the ball is led off to Anna Rose Kennedy onto Emma Morrissey. Seems to switch positions there. Morrissey, she was held up, but the referee's playing an advantage, and Emma Morrissey just stops play and takes the free. There was nothing building out of it. Emma Morrissey around 27 or 8 yards out, and Emma Morrissey puts it over the bar for a super score, her fourth score. Nora Noonan goes low this time to Shauna Lang, takes on Maura Condon. Ball coming back to Marie Claire Murphy after Annette Meany. Ball goes loose to Jen Grant onto clean over the wire. Off the wire with a long ball in, and it's Mairead Morrissey, and there's a player loose inside, and there's danger here. Shannon Morrissey again, and Morrissey puts it over the bar. Morrissey is on fire, she scored 1-2. McCarthy takes the kick down this side towards Caitlin Kennedy, but she couldn't take it. Clean on the wire, gets the hand in, but it's won back there by Grania Blackburn. Caitlin Kennedy goes quick down to Maura Condon. Condon and Kieran McCarthy has made a great run, and McCarthy has it. Gets inside Marie Claire Murphy, onto Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey playing in the full forward now, with a switch with Emma. Good ball across to Aisling Ryan. Ryan, she's trying to get it onto that right foot. She managed to get it off to Sarah Morrissey. Caitlin Kennedy coming forward, and Caitlin Kennedy, and that's going to drop short. Nora Noonan lays it off to Nikki Gilmore. Off to Kit Martin. Martin coming forward. Emma Miles puts it down into the corner to Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey, she has time. Oh, she gives it off to Caoimhe Condon. Condon is held up there. Back to Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey kicking. Morrissey puts it over the bar, but I think Johnny Murphy had already called for the free. So it's going to be a free in, and there'll be a chance here now to put two between them. Lino the wire is coming forward to take it. The wire kicks, and the wire puts it over the bar for her third score. Kick out goes this side, but it's intercepted by Maureen Murphy. Murphy gives it off to Mairead Morrissey. Oh, gives it inside, but Laura Ivory was back there, and she done superbly, and she's won the free to avert the danger. Kick goes over there to Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy coming forward, looking for support. Takes on Eamon Miles, gives it back. Good ball into the centre, and it's Emer Luby coming forward. Luby goes down into the corner towards Sarah Morrissey. Ball gets away from her, and Laura Morrissey, the prime Borus fullback, picks it up, gives it off to Mickey Gilmore. Gilmore off to Jen Grant. On to Shona Lang, but Lang couldn't take it, and Maura Conlon was in to nip it away. Kieran McCarthy now, chance here now. Goes low, but there's a hand in, and Emma Morrissey still retrieves it. Morrissey needs options. Back to Sarah Morrissey. There's a player loose on the far side of the field, and she's been spotted. The kick comes in, but it's going to drop short. It's gone to Blackburn. And it's half time. It's half time here in Lattin in the 2021 Tipperary Ladies Football Senior County Final. And it's Brian Borus who lead by 1-5 to 6 points. The goal coming from Shannon Morrissey. Shannon Morrissey's on fire at the minute with 1-2. Cleaner of the Wires kicked 3 points, 2 frees and 1 from play. And on the Aherlow team, Emma Morrissey's kicked 4 frees, and Sarah Morrissey and Kate O'Mara have scored a point apiece. And they've also kicked 6 wide, so they won't be happy with them. But at half time here, it's Brian Borus who are in the ascendancy. It's Brian Borus 1-5, Aherlow 6 points. China's again after the break. welcome back to Lattin for the start of the second half. Borus leading by 2 points. 1-5 to 6 points, still on to play for anybody's game. Doesn't seem to be any changes at half time. Number 18, actually, there's a change for Claire Mullins is in on the Aherlow team. I can't see who's gone off yet. No. We're back underway here. Straight away, Caitlin Kennedy coming forward. Facing Jen Grant, managed to get it off inside. Caitlin Kennedy continued to run. Kennedy kicks, but that's gone wide. Wides are clocking up for Aherlow. Kick out taken down this side of the field. Rest of possession, Kieran McCarthy managed to win it back for Aherlow. And McCarthy is fouled. It's like Emer Luby is the one that's gone off the Aherlow team there. Replaced by Claire Mullins at half time. Maura Condon now. Playing it into the middle to Aisling Ryan. On to Kieran Ryan. There's a chance for Emma Morrissey. Morrissey goes to. Oh, it's a bullet! Oh, it's a super goal! And Aherlow hit the front. A bullet of a goal inside the first minute of the second half for Aherlow. Kick out taken and Laura Ivory getting onto it. Aherlow started supported in the second half. Kick goes to Claire Mullins, on to Maura Condon, taking on Jen Grant. Still going, Grant managed to get the hand in. Ball is loose and there's a collision there. Shauna Lang is on the ground. She's back up again. Nora Noonan will take the free out. Gives it out to Clino Dwyer. Dwyer coming forward, gives it off to Shauna Lang. Lang taking on Maura Condon. Condon wins it back. And Clino Dwyer managed to get the hand in again. And she goes long down into the corner, but it's gone out over the line. It's a line ball for Aherlow. Grania Condon is going to take it. On to Maura Condon. Laura Ivory is loose in the middle. Ivory goes low. The ball is going to be intercepted by Marie-Claire Murphy. Gives it off to Emer Miles. Miles gives it inside there to Maureen Murphy. Down towards Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey still waiting on her first score. Gives it on Quiva Condon back to Jen Grant. Grant gives it a chance here for Clino Dwyer. Dwyer is jinking left and right. Dwyer, oh, it's another goal. It's a bullet with 2 super goals at the opening stages of the second half. And it's Clino Dwyer. And Brian Borus go back in front. It's 2-5 to 1-6. Sarah Morrissey over on the far side of the field. Ball goes down into the corner towards Emma Morrissey. Morrissey coming forward. There's a player loose on this side of the field. It's Grania Blackburn. Blackburn has it. Gives it back there to Maura Condon. Condon loses possession. And it's a free out for Brian Borus. Taking out the far side. Shauna Lang tried to bounce it, but the ball didn't come back up. She managed to retrieve it. But she loses it again to Kieran McCarthy. McCarthy over here to Maura Condon. Condon going forward. Still going. She collided with her own player. She managed to get the free. Brian Borus aren't happy. She ran into Claire Mullins. Emma Morris, with a chance to put the minimum between them. Morrissey puts this one wide. Bad wide. Seven wides Aherlow have kicked now to 2 from Brian Borus. There's a substitution coming on over on the far side of the field for Brian Borus. It's Roisin Condon that's coming on, and it's Helen Burke that's gone off. Kick goes down the far side and battle for possession there. Marie-Claire Murphy manages to get it off, and here comes Cueva Condon. Condon being chased down by Kira McCarthy. Gives it into Clino at the wire. At the wire onto Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey coming forwards onto Jen Grant. Grant is fouled by Claire Mullins. Clino the wire is going to take the free. She goes low to Mairead Morrissey. Gives it back to Clino at the wire. But the wire kicks. And that's gone wide. It's only their third wide. Kick taken out this side of the field, and it's Claire Mullins. Siobhan Condon coming forward. She's under pressure from Shannon Morrissey, but she still has it. Gives it on to Sarah Morrissey, onto Claire Mullins. Down towards Aisling Ryan, but getting in there was Annette Meany. Lays it off to Nicky Gilmore. Onto Meany again. Meany putting it down, but Laura Ivory is there. She was under pressure from Roisin Condon, but Laura Ivory picked up a knock in the face there. Anna Rose Kennedy just making sure she's okay. She's looking for options, goes to Mara Condon, but it's intercepted by Shona Lang. To win it back though. Mara Condon giving it on to Breed Condon. Condon coming forward. Gives it on to the on-rushing Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy goes long, down into the corner, but Laura Morrissey is there for Brian Borus. Gives it off to Nicky Gilmore. Over to Marie-Claire Murphy, onto Jen Grant. That's Cueva Condon. She has space. Marie-Claire Murphy, under pressure from Kieran McCarthy. Kate O'Mara getting in the tackle there. Ball is on the ground. They're all battling for it. The referee's going to throw this one in. Caitlin Kennedy took it, but she ended up on the ground. And it's a free for Borus this time. The referee's going to bring it up 13 metres. Jen Grant punts it in towards Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey gives it off to Caoimhe Condon, and Emer Miles is coming forward. She's held up. And it's given a free out for Barton. There's a bit of afters there, but Laura Ivory is on the ground there, is it? That's the Gráinne Blackburn. No, Gráinne Blackburn is there in front of us. I think it was Kate O'Mara. She's back on her feet anyway. Caitlin Kennedy goes long towards Sarah Morrissey. She's under pressure there from Nicky Gilmore, but she hasn't. She's been held up by Jen Grant. And she left the ball down for somebody else to take it, and Claire Mullins had made a run that she didn't spot. Anna Rose Kennedy puts it in. Oh, it's well taken by Laura Morrissey. She's fouled. It's a free out. Nora Noonan gives it over the far side, and Kate O'Mara is fouled by Caoimhe Condon. Kieran McCarthy goes short to Siobhan Condon. Condon gives it on inside, and Kieran McCarthy will continue to run. She needs support, manages to get it into former Emma Morrissey. Morrissey giving it off to Siobhan Condon. Condon kicks, and Condon kicks a super point. And there's 1 point in it again. Siobhan Condon's first score of the game. It's 1-7-2-5. No, the kick out. Siobhan Condon got the hand in there. Condon's on the ground. She collided there with Shona Lang. No malice in it. Condon is back up on her feet. Another player down injured in the middle there. I think it's Shona Lang that's down. Claire Murphy, she's back up on her feet. Nora Noonan goes long. Jen Grant is coming onto it. Gives it off to Marie-Claire Murphy. Caitlin Kennedy gets the hand in. Ball is loose. Caoimhe Condon and Kennedy battling for it. Ball ends up on the ground. Kate O'Mara comes forward. Giving it off to Claire Mullins, on to Sarah Morrissey. Maura Condon tries to play it inside, but there's nobody there. And Annette Meany gives it off to Laura Morrissey. And to Emer Miles. Clean out the wire. Coming forward, on to Emer Miles again. Miles has been held up. Referee's playing an advantage. Kip Martin has it here. Free for Borus. Miles gives it down to Mairead Morrissey. It's it on to Maureen Murphy. And the referee plays away. Or does he? No, it's a free out. And the referee brings it up for a bit of afters there. Kick taken towards Maura Condon. Onto Siobhan Condon. Condon trying to get Sarah Morrissey into it. Morrissey has it. Grania Blackburn is loose on this side of the field. Morrissey holds onto the ball, gives it to Blackburn now. Takes on Kip Martin. On again there to Sarah Morrissey. Goes back to Anna Rose Kennedy. Gives it into the centre and it's Siobhan Condon. Condon facing Jen Grant. Grant is pulling now, but the referee has the arm up. Condon has the effort. It went wide, but he's calling it back for the free. Midway through the second half now. Emma Morrissey now, she's already missed two, but she should be looking here now to put the sides in level terms. Morrissey kicks and the sides are level. It's Emma Morrissey's fifth score. There's a substitution coming on for Aherlow. It's number 20, it's Grania Ryan. It's coming on. We're going to pause for the water break. Yeah, Grania Ryan is on the Aherlow team. It's Ashley Ryan that's gone off. And it's a kick out for Borus. .13 minutes to go, and whatever additional time. Nora Noonan with the kick out. This kick out is vital now. She goes long. Ball bounces, Grania Blackburn gets the hand on. And it's Claire Mullins puts it down into the corner. Maura Condon. Into Grania Ryan, the new girl. Good ball across to Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy comes forward. Siobhan Condon, she ran into Anna Rose Kennedy, but she managed to get it off to Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey gives a good ball down into the corner. Oh, there's a chance, but Laura Morrissey intercepts again. And Nikki Gilmore comes out with it. Lays it off there to Kit Martin. Martin gives it off to Quiva Condon. Condon gives it on there to Annette Meany, and it's clean out the wire. On to Nikki Gilmore, down to Maureen Murphy. Murphy trying to take on Caitlin Kennedy. Puts the ball down into the corner, ball breaks loose. And Aherlow coming out with it. Anna Rose Kennedy, but it went off the side of her boot, and it's going to go for a line ball. Showing a long and take it. Oh, she tried to give it to Jen Grant, but it went away from her, and Maura Condon has it back. Claire Mullins to won it back and give it off to Maura Condon. Condon now is looking for options. Tries to find Emma Morrissey. Clean out the wire is back there though. Oh, the wire, oh, great block down by Maura Condon. Oh, the wire has it. Gives it off to Annette Meany, on to Shannon Morrissey. Haven't seen as much of her in the second half. Morrissey, and a great block down by Claire Mullins. And there was a shoulder in by Maura Condon. Both teams giving it everything. Ball is in the centre with Nikki Gilmore. Gilmore gives it off there to Shona Lang down into the corner. Roisin Condon gives it off to Quiva Condon. Coming forward. She's still going. She's been bottled up. Gives it back, and it's Kit Martin that has it. Ball comes over this side to clean out the wire. But the wire onto Emer Miles, back to the wire. Miles comes forward. She's held up. It's a free in. And a chance here now for cleaning out the wire to put Brian Borus a point ahead again. But the wire kicks and clean out the wire, puts it over the bar. .14 she scored. Eamon McCarthy takes the quick kick out quick. And Aherlow trying to build. Kate O'Mara coming forward. Gives it off to Ciara McCarthy. McCarthy trying to find Emma Morrissey. Morrissey takes it up beautifully. She's going to try and run Laura Morrissey. Gives it back to Sarah Morrissey. Jen Grant manages to hold her up. There was players to her left, but she was held up. Gives it now, and it's Grania Ryan. Ryan on to Caitlin Kennedy. Kennedy back to Sarah Morrissey. On to Anna Rose Kennedy. Emma Morrissey now taking her time. They're trying to find the perfect opportunity, and it's Grania Blackburn. Blackburn gives it back to Sarah Morrissey. She's held up. She needs options. Back to Emma Morrissey. Morrissey kicking, and it's going to throw. It's gone over the bar. Sides are level again. Looked like it was going to drop short, come off the top of the crossbar. And it's 2-6 to 1-9. Aherlow win the kick out from Kate O'Mara and she's fouled. Aherlow are making good runs off the ball, but it just seems Brian Borus are closing them down each time so that they slow it down. And that ball goes down into the corner, but back there to pick it up is Caoimhe Condon. Condon breaks out, finds Jen Grant. Grant coming forward. And Grant is fouled, and she just showed her experience there to manoeuvre a free or manufacture a free. And Brian Borus slowing it down again. Nicky Gilmore giving it over the far side. Rushing Condon, and Condon is fouled by Caitlin Kennedy. 7 minutes to go. Jen Grant is going to come forward to take it, and Brian Borus are pushing players up. Grant goes down towards Maureen Murphy, and she's fouled again by Caitlin Kennedy. Kick goes down on Kate O'Mara, and there's a battle for possession, and Brian Borus have it back. Shona Lang. Lang going forward. Gives it off to clean out the wire. But the wire has it back again. Shona Lang. On to Caoimhe Condon. Condon back to Shona Lang. Intercepted by Anna Rose Kennedy. And Aherlow are going to have to slowly build because there's nobody forward. Anna Rose Kennedy carrying it forward. Caitlin has gone with her, and Caitlin Kennedy has it. Caitlin Kennedy trying to find Emma Morrissey in the corner. Morrissey has it. She's nobody forward, so she's going to have to do it all herself. She's turning Laura Morrissey inside out. Gives it off to Sarah Morrissey, and Maura Condon has it. Condon gives it off to Grania Ryan. Ryan trying to go forward, held up. Claire Mullins, back to Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy kicking. That's going to go wide. No, Maura Condon's going to keep it in. Condon's going to find an angle for herself. And she's kicked it. Oh, it's just gone wide. It looked for all the world that it was going to go over. And it just tailed away at the last second. Kick out goes over the far side. Kit Martin is there, under pressure from Grania Blackburn. Managed to get it off to Nicky Gilmore. Gilmore will take on Sarah Morrissey. Putting it in. Roisin Condon, and Condon has it. Maria Morrissey. Giving it off to Jen Grant. And Morrissey has it again. Oh, gives it inside, and there's chances here. But Laura Ivory is back there, and Ivory wins it. She brings it out to Siobhan Condon. And Aherlow are trying to bring it out. Ball is kicked over into the centre, but Shona Lang is going to come onto it. She's under pressure from Maura Condon. Condon probably had no option there but to foul her. And Brian Borus are bringing on their captain, Tricia Hickey. Looking to win it in normal time. Tricia Hickey, the wily old dog. So she's been riddled with injuries all year. Shannon Morrissey is the one that's gone off. That's what followed the play, and it's Cueva Condon under pressure from Kate O'Mara. And O'Mara battling there on the ground. Clean out the wire is in there. The referee's going to throw it in. Referee just telling players to go back 13 metres. They never seem to do in this situation. Ball is thrown in between Hickey and Caitlin. Kennedy bounces it and Kennedy ends up on the ground. And it's a free out for Aherlow. There's 2 minutes left. Are we going to get a winner? Breed Condon now, she's looking for options. Claire Mullins has come short, but the referee is just talking to Tricia Hickey. She's only on the field, and Caitlin Kennedy just telling her to calm stuff down. It's been a good sporting game so far. Breed Condon goes low to her, Siobhan. And Siobhan Condon comes forward. She's been held back by Tricia Hickey. And they're coming. And the referee now is moving it up 13 metres and is noting Mairead Morrissey's name. Kick goes across there to Kate O'Mara. O'Mara coming forward onto Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy still going. Anna Rose Kennedy gives it off to Sarah Morrissey. Morrissey couldn't take it first time, managed to get it back to Grania Ryan. Onto Emma Morrissey. She's looking for options, weighing it up. Gives it back to Grania Blackburn. Blackburn takes on Marie Claire Murphy. Referee Charlie Murphy has the arm up. And it's going back for the original foul. And Emma Morrissey, is she going to have a pop or will she look for a runner? We're almost in the red. Morrissey looks like she's going to have a go. She's kicked 5 frees already. Morrissey kicks, but Morrissey kicks it wide. And the clock is in the red. It's down to the discretion of the referee. Kick goes low to Annette Meany. Meany gives it off. Laura Morrissey onto Jen Grant. Grant carries it forward. Nikki Gilmore. She's held up. Gives it off to Mairead Morrissey. Onto Cueva Condon. Condon coming forward. Ciara McCarthy is trying to get it back at her. She's still going. Back to Mairead Morrissey. Morrissey kicks. And Morrissey puts it over the bar. Her first score of the game. What a time to get it. Brian Borus lead by a point. Aherlow need to get this ball forward. Grania Ryan gives it off to Breed Condon. Condon breaks one tackle. She's still coming forward. She still goes. She needs support. She's under pressure from Jen Grant. Gives it off to Claire Mullins. Mullins onto Maura Condon. To Anna Rose Kennedy. Kennedy coming forward. Jen Grant tried to drive her down. She wasn't able. Kennedy still going. She's broken another. And there's a chance for Sarah Morrissey. But the referee pulls it back. Morrissey could have been in for a goal, and Johnny Murphy just blew the whistle a split second too soon. But Emma Morrissey has a chance again. This is a pressure kick where gone over 2 minutes into additional time at this stage. Emma Morrissey looking to put the sides on level terms again. Morrissey kicks, it's going to drop shot. It's in the net! It's a goal! Emma Morrissey! Emma Morrissey is put it into the net! And brave Borus need to respond. Aherlow lead by 2. Kick out is taken. Emer Miles giving it off to Meany. Back to Miles. Held up by Siobhan Condon. She wins the free. Oh, there was a retaliation there. Did Johnny Murphy see it? Maura Condon is on the ground. The referee's going to throw it in. Siobhan Condon's going to go in for the throw in. Who's she going? Oh no, Anna Rose Kennedy. This ball is vital. Emer Miles gets the hand onto it. Emma Morrissey has it. Emma Morrissey wins the free. We're still playing on. The ball goes back to Maura Condon. Condon is just going to play a keep ball now at this stage. Anna Rose Kennedy. Emma Morrissey. And it's all over! It's all over! Aherlow are the champions! Aherlow have won it in dramatic circumstances. A goal from a free by Emma Morrissey. 3 minutes into injury time. And it's 2-9 to 2-7. What a game of football. And they'll be singing in the glens of Aherlow tonight. What a super game of football. Mairead Morrissey looked to have won it for Brian Borus, but Aherlow came back and manufactured a free. And Emma Morrissey, she went for the point, but it went in over the head of Nora Noonan and won the game for Aherlow. And what a game of football. It just goes to show this Tipperary ladies football, there's been nothing between any team all year, but Aherlow have won out. They're the 2021 Tipperary ladies football county senior champions. The presentation will be coming up any moment now. Stay with us and we'll get the reaction of the winning team as well.
Okay, girls, can I get your attention there for the last couple of minutes? Okay, just before I present the Joe McGrath Cup to Laura on behalf of the Aherlow team, with a few thank yous. And I suppose I'm saying this a lot over the last 2 days and last weekend as well, but to Lattin Club here for providing the facilities here today, to our fixtures committee and our executive for all the work that they put in behind the scenes. On a day like today, our sponsors, Comida and CV Financial, and everyone that makes a day like today and a weekend like this possible. So to Brian Borus, I mean, we knew that this was going to be a tough game. We knew it was going to be a great game, and that's exactly how it turned out. There was nothing between the teams, and that's what we want in the county senior final. And I think our Brian Borus deserve a round of applause for making it such a game. There really isn't any more for me to say, only to present the trophy to Laura and congratulate you on your fantastic win. Well done.
Sorry now in advance. It's so hard to put into words how much this means to us. We've worked so hard. It was our aim from the start. It was our aim from the start of last year, and things didn't go our way, and we were twice as hungry this year for it. And I mean, like, we're a small club, but we're such a proud club, and we represent Galway and Aherlow with such pride every time we put on our jerseys. We're so proud to represent Aherlow and to wear Rachel's name, and we feel her with us every time we play, but especially on days like today, this just means the absolute world to us. To Lattin, thank you so much for the use of the field today. Especially given the time of the year, we really appreciate it. To the ref Johnny and his officials for their work here today. It was such a close game and things wouldn't be possible without you, so thanks very much. To the county board for facilitating the competition and the fixtures committee, like the standard of Tipp is so high because of the work that you put in, and we're so grateful for that. Brian Borus, look, we were in your position last year and it's such a hard place to be, and it doesn't mean that you don't want it as much, or it doesn't mean that you didn't work as hard. It's just the way things go on the day. But I've no doubt that you'll be back next year stronger again. So 3 cheers for Brian Borus. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! We've so much support behind us in our communities, in our underage teams and our underage trainers and our past players and past trainers and in our families. But there's a group of people in particular that just, whenever we need them, they always step up to it. Pierce and Molly did our physio this year, and they had a tough job with so many injuries, but they pieced us together and got us here today, so we're so grateful to them. Thank you. Thanks to Kathleen and Anne on the sideline, our medics. You're diamonds, and we'd be lost without you. We're so lucky to have you both, so thank you very much. Thanks to Lara on the stats. Thanks, Dad. Who stood in when we needed her throughout the year, as well as our sideline medic. Thank you so much. Our management is like, they're just unbelievable. They put down 2 years from us. When we found out who was managing us, like, we were so happy, and we're so happy to have them on board. Pat Maroney is just a fountain of wisdom. We're so grateful for his brain and his experience. The only time we ever shut up. She's all our heroes, like, she's our all-star. So when she got involved, we were so happy. She gives so much time to us. I don't know how she does it between work commitments and family commitments, but we're so grateful to have you, Adele, and you deserve this as well. You know. And then our 2 boys, Dennis O'Shea and Stuart Maloney. I don't know how you do it between your own family commitments, work commitments, all the other sports you're involved in. You couldn't have done more for us. The amount of work and time you put into this team, you thought of absolutely everything, kept us fresh, and especially given everything that's happened in the 2 years, we really felt supported, not just on the fields. They're always looking out for us, and I'm so happy we won this franchise. I'm really finished, I promise. Lastly then, this group of players is just I get to represent you. I'm so proud of you all. We have a young team. They are such skillful footballers. You've such talent, but besides that, you work bloody hard. And that's what got us here today. We have worked so hard over the past 2 years, and it was really hard to come back and rebuild after what happened last year. And you did it. You do it every time. You win back the games, and I'm so proud of you. This is yours. You deserve it so much. That's it. Thanks a million. Come on!
Laura Avery, Emma Marcy, Stuart Maloney, county champion. Sounds good, Laura?
Sounds very good, doesn't it? Yeah. We've worked really hard. I mean, this is our aim for the start of last year, and then to lost after extra time last year. We were so hungry for this year, and we worked twice as hard this year again. It was twice as hard to get here, and to win such a narrow score as well. It's just, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Stuart, when Mairead Marcy got that point, you think it was deja vu, something like last year?
There was an element to that, but then you never kind of doubt what we have in the field either, because they went up there and they were going to get a score. It turned out it was a Mankey free from Emma that won it for us, but we genuinely didn't doubt. There was no panic here. A small maybe element of panic in the sideline, but we have such belief in their own ability to grind out scores, and we've been through tough games. And I think we spoke with yourself last Saturday night or whenever, the preview, about just their game management has improved so much, and that was so evident. There was no panic. They knew what they had to do. There was a score that needed to be got, be it a point or a goal to bring it to extra time or whatever was the case. And and they did it, and the answers are always inside the white lines. So
yeah, Emma, cheeky little free there at the end. I will say you were going for a goal, will you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I asked the ref before I took the shot what was left, and he said a minute, and I didn't really know. I was just kind of hoping I'd get a score more than anything else. Kind of really felt the pressure coming on. I was like, the aim was to aim for the crossbar, and if it went under, all the better, and if it went over, it was going to draw it up.
she no more meant to goal.
It was all, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe the feeling after. I was like, I just knew that there was little time left, and the next kick was so important for us to win. I suppose I shed tears more than I did if I lost the game today, because I couldn't describe the feeling. Just the girls themselves, working together for the last few years. Oh, the effort, the hard work, everything we've done, it's led us here today.
Yeah, and I suppose you've been thinking, May, when you picked up that injury in Thurles, that you'd be back here.
Oh, I actually, funny enough, myself and my cousin went to the church this morning to light a candle. It's been probably one of the toughest summers I've put down, because of injury and stuff. I missed the whole Tipp season, but no little or less, it was just hard work that got me back. Rehab, did everything that I had to do, and I couldn't have asked for a better ending to football this year.
Yeah, it shows the character of well, Stuart, to be able to come back after that horrific injury early in the year.
It does, of course, but I think that's why Emma is where she is. It's what she does off the field when nobody's looking is probably more important for Emma in terms of her development, and she's really developed and will continue to develop as a player, she drives standards. Laura here drives standards. We have a core group of girls, and they really, really want to improve, and no more than Emma. Emma works seriously hard off the field, but we also have, as I say, we have 28 tog there today, and each one of them should take a lead from Emma, Laura, and the other girls, and they do work hard off the field. And it's not about this is the result, obviously, of all that hard work that we do in training, but also the minding that they do of each other on and off the field. It's phenomenal as a group, and it's that unity and that sense of wanting to be part of something bigger. That's what gets them to where they are, and that's why, thankfully, tonight, and the margins are so fine, we're going home as county champions.
Yeah, that unity was definitely there coming near the end, Laura.
Yeah, we're a close-knit bunch. I suppose it's a small place, everybody knows everybody where we're from. It's a tiny village, 2 tiny villages, I should say. We've been through a lot as a team, I know the whole world's been through a lot over the past few years, but even if you go back beyond before that as well, the club has been through a lot in the last few years, and I think that's brought us really close together. Everybody looks out for each other. On the field, we'll die in our boots for each other, but off the field as well, there really is a friendship there, I think, and no matter what age anyone is, everybody looks out for each other. It's a really close-knit club, even between us and our underage teams. We really have a connection to those girls as well, and we're so interested in them, how they're getting on, how they're developing, and we're so lucky with the committee that we have and the work that they put in. Everybody is just working for each other in our club, and that's why things like this happen and days like this happen. Nobody was going to lose the game for anybody else today. We want to do it for each other and for our club.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned Rachel there in your speech as well. You see it there in your jerseys. She's obviously in your thoughts today as well.
She's a huge part to play in our team. We wouldn't be playing senior football if Rachel hadn't been a part of our club coming up along. She won us Junior C, Junior B, Junior A, intermediate titles. Because of Rachel, what she did with the county team was phenomenal. But the progression that the club has seen because we had her as a player is unbelievable, and we're so proud to wear her name. Her family are so involved. Her mum is here today, and she's as happy as any of us are. We're very close knit, and we're so proud to represent her and to wear her name. And she's a huge part to play in this today, no doubt.
Stuart, we're not an unlucky chairman anymore.
I don't know. With a couple of minutes to go, we were kind of considering that. Like, but no, it's been a fantastic year. Like the promotion of ladies football has gone through the roof, certainly in Tipperary this year. Like, and you've had a big part to play in that. Like in the county board, like we're very grateful to them, the exposure that they're given to the finals, but not just the finals. Like you're talking with, like last weekend you had the under 12 finals. Like just the exposure that young girls, like I have 2 daughters myself, they look up to these ladies, everyone on the panel, like, and you know that's it's a product that I think the LGFA should be really proud of, like, and it is the fastest growing sport, and for a good reason, like, because now, like, there's no limits to what these ladies can achieve. Like, we have girls in both national schools, 3 primary schools, and they'll want to be Laura Ivory and Emma Morrissey and whoever else, like, tomorrow, like, and that's why we play the game, you know.
Yeah, well, lads, enjoy the celebrations, and we hope to talk to you before the Munster semi-final.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Thank you.
guys. Cheers.
Thanks.
Well done, girls.
So that's it. Aherlow are Tipperary Ladies Football County Senior Champions after a titanic battle here. Thanks to everybody for being with us. We've really enjoyed the last 5 or 6 months, but don't forget that we're not finished with Tipperary Ladies Football. We still have an under-19 competition to be played over the next 6 or 7 weeks in the run-up to Christmas, so there's still plenty more ladies football to be seen. We want to thank everybody that's tuned in so far, and we're looking forward to keeping you entertained again between now and Christmas. And don't forget to keep up to date with everything. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free and it helps the channel grow. It helps Tipperary Ladies Football grow. And the more subscribers we have, the more exposure we can give to Tipperary Ladies Football. Check us all out on our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as well. And thanks for all being with us, and we'll talk to you all again very soon.